What'd you say it blew a ball bell off of it?
She didn't throw it up this way.
Alrighty guys and gals, welcome back to Thunder Valley. We're at Bristol this weekend. We're going to be running the full metal goat. We're going to get this deal unloaded from the trailer, and I'm telling y'all what, it's going to be action packed with all kinds of craziness this weekend. We broke a bunch of stuff, had a good time, and y'all sit back and enjoy the chaos. Alright guys and gals, it's time to hammer down and get this bad boy ready to rock and roll today. And as we're doing the valves there, they were playing the Star Spangled Banner there, and we had to show our respect there. So we're going to run the valves, we're going to check the valve lash, all that good stuff after we got a little bit of heat in the motor, and it's time to daggum get after it. So let's get this front end put on this deal, and let's go see what the old FMG is going to be able to do today. Hopefully she'll stay in the groove, but I'm gonna go ahead and spoiler alert, she's fighting us today, so we're gonna get after it and see what we come up with here.
Alrighty guys and gals, big shout out to Senzilla.com. We can't thank those guys enough. Our oil's been rocking and rolling in the hot rod this weekend. We're getting ready to go make us another lick. So big shout out to AMSOIL. We're using their Dominator racing oil. Be sure to check out Senzilla.com.
Well, Houston, is this the run?
This is the run. We're gonna go do it. Been working our hind ends off. Dad, Jesse, myself, Blaine. We've been working hard on it. It's been fighting us for a while now. I believe we've found a lot of problems, and it's time to go let go of the button and see what this thing does. So fingers crossed guys, let's go have some fun no matter what happens.
Alright guys, so if y'all are not aware, there's something going on right here already that I'm messing up on. I'm not even in the groove right now, and I'm ready to really just whoop myself right now over this. So pretty much throw this run away right here, being completely out of the groove. My brain is not in it. We've been thrashing on it again, and of course we're about to knock the tires off here, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, here we're getting after it on the burnout here. I needed to get into it a little bit more, but we just kind of decided as a team we want to do a small burnout and then just try to get an A to B run in. But of course y'all already know I'm out of the groove here, so it's not really any information at all. So that was my bad guys. But anyways, some good little information came out of right here. We can kind of see how hard we're hitting the tire right here, and we needed to make a wheelie bar change.
Alright guys, well it was definitely not what we wanted. She's not playing fair. That's for sure.
Never has.
Yeah.
To this point.
we couldn't get it to fire back up and stuff. When it killed the motor like that, I couldn't get it to fire back up, and I thought something else was wrong or whatever. We got it pushed off the line and back down here in the pits and fired right up. No problem. I'm gonna check the plugs. We're pulling hard left and stuff. As soon as we let off of the trans brake, we're going to have to calm it down on whatever it is we got going on. So we're going to have to make a change and try again. That's all we can do right now. But we didn't put any fluids on the track this go around. It did do that job.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're hammered down. The crew is working hard at it. Jesse and Dad, they're back there getting the car back on stand so we can do our maintenance in between rounds here. I'm starting to work on the valve lash and the valve train, checking over all that good stuff. Basically, at the end of the day, guys, the car has a ton more power than what it used to have after we got it rebuilt and stuff. This thing is really trying to come on with it, and we're going to try to calm this deal down.
All right, guys, so we just got done running the valves. The valves look good. Valve lash looks good. Excuse me. We checked the springs. Springs look good too. So motor's looking good on that end. We're gonna put the valve covers back on it, and we're gonna make some changes here. All right, guys, so we found two things there that happened on that run. The motor died and stuff on us, I believe, because of our idle was set too low. This car has always had a problem with that, and I should have known better. This thing likes 1800 plus in RPMs on idle, and it was at 1650 when we were up there. And if you get out of it super fast and completely let off the throttle, it kills the motor is what it does at a low idle speed. So we're going to fix that problem. Also, our wheelie bars are set too low. We're going to raise the wheelie bars up another 2 inches on that deal. So what's happening, showing the video, you guys can see as soon right off the hit, the car is lifting up in the back and it's unloading and it's blowing the tires off. So we got to fix it, and we're going to go up there and try again. It looks like they just closed the staging lanes for tonight. We're going to see what's going to happen here, but most likely going to be making another test hit first thing in the morning. So let's get after it. Alright guys, what's going on? Big shout out to Fast Orange. We're getting ready to take this hot rod down the track again, and hands are all dirty. We're gonna get these deals cleaned up. We're gonna get back in business. So big shout out, Fast Orange. Fast Orange, guys. Well, guys, don't know what happened. Got a little bit squirrely there. Sweating like crazy right now. What'd you say? It blew a blower belt off of it?
Yeah. Exactly. Because it didn't throw it up this way. It threw it all over there.
Did it? Alright guys, well that wraps up our day today. We're going to get some spare blower belts and go from there. Just another day of tearing stuff up. It happens. So we'll buy some stuff and try again.
Damn good for him. Help pull his clothes off. Hey
man, I got love for him.
Yeah, let's not go rat boys. Bell and twine.
Tag on.
Alright guys and gals, we're back in the pits right now. Dad and Jesse are getting their car jacked up in the air and we're checking over the damage we got going on so far. Right now we see the belt and I'm seeing a little bit of damage too on one of the cam sensors that's on it. So we're gonna get in here and see what all we got. So let's see what kind of damage we did. Alright guys, this is what the blower belt looks like. It just ripped it in half, type of deal, and ripped the teeth off of it. Also, see this wire here hanging. This is not how this looks. Okay, so it's ripped it out because this is normally tucked away back in here, and when it grabbed a hold of it, it jerked. See this? It jerked the cam sensor loose and stuff. Is what it done. You can see where it hit it right there. Also, when the belt was slapping around. This, see how them wires are pulled out? That's the cam sensor. So it grabbed a hold of that bad boy and just jerked it completely apart and actually unplugged it. So we've got some wiring to check over and probably going to redo all these, not probably, I'm going to redo all these connectors that got hurt right there so we don't have to worry about it being an issue. But it yanked it and broke it pretty hard.
Mike's good, Mike.
All right, so why do we think we're having this issue, or what is going on here? So let's talk about it for a minute. All right, so the motor is making a ton more power, all right, and I mean a ton. We're making right around 2,800 horsepower right now, and we've never had that kind of power at the track. We had roughly 2,000 last year and the year before, but this year we got a ton more. We got Jesse back there.
Yeah, man.
And the Mac, the man Jack.
That's it, Mac with the jack.
Yeah. So, anyways, so what is going on here? All right. Well, this thing is making a ton of power, and with a ton of power, it's causing issues, and we're learning it, and that's what's going on. But that pass, after looking at the videos and seeing what it was doing, it was definitely hooking a whole lot better. But it was still a little bit too much crispy off the line. So our game plan is get this stuff fixed. We can get the parts in really quick, and we can be back out. Probably go to Knoxville is our next track we're gonna go to. I'm gonna double check over the valve train, double check over the motor, make sure nothing's hurt. But it sounded fine. It just unplugged the crank sensor and stuff, and it broke a belt. So there we go on that. But we're learning and we're fixing as we go. Probably for the next event, of course, have a spare blower belt, but also I'm going to make some shields and some guards around those sensors and also around the blower belt, because when it breaks, it rips stuff out with it, and it done some pretty good damage up there at the front. And this is a normal thing. Blower belts break, and also me as a driver, I'm really aggressive when I drive, and I need to tone that back some. A blower car, if you get in and out of the throttle real hard and real quick with them, it's rough on the blower belt, and it'll break them if you ain't careful. And this blower belt has a ton of runs on it. So it's time for some maintenance stuff and get some things fixed and get back at it. So we ain't down yet, but I will say this, we didn't throw no oil on the ground and we didn't throw no liquids on the ground. So we're going in the right direction. We're getting there. All right, guys, right here, I'm literally just going over the valve train again, running the valves again, checking the valve spring pressure, all that good stuff again. Even though, you know, we broke a blower belt, we can't get back out there, we know that, but I'm wanting to get all this maintenance done now so we know it's good and we can move forward before we get home. Guys, so what we just done right there, y'all probably kind of wondering what this tool is, so I figured I'd explain it back home. All right, so this is a tool made by LSM, okay, and it's got a pressure gauge on it right there. This thing is giving you a roughly, and it's a pretty good little rough estimate there of what your valve spring pressure is, okay? And how you check this is as soon as your valve is completely closed, okay? I mean all the way closed, just like how you're about to set the valve lash, okay? Now you can slap this tool on it at the same time you're doing valve lash, and this will let you know what your valve spring life is like, okay? And so I've got a run book where I make notes, and you guys can see the book over here, all right? And I'm making notes in there of what each individual valve spring is reading in between each round so we can keep an eye on it. If you lose a valve spring, okay, and like let's say you break one or whatever, then you got a really good chance of breaking a valve. So you got to be careful. So all that's looking good. We just wanted to make sure on both sides of the motor that after breaking the blower belt that we didn't break any rocker arms, push rods, valve springs, any of that stuff. We want to make sure the valve trains look good, and so far valve train looks pretty good, but everything's looking good on that end, so we're happy with the engine. I'm not seeing anything there, so now because we're done for the day and we know it's going to take a couple of days, probably about a week to get all the stuff we need, and another week to probably get everything put together. Well, Dad, what'd you think about lining me up there? How many years has it been?
It's been a long time. Sure.
You think what? I'm trying to think. I was probably about 13 last time. I'm 33 now, so that's...
Yeah, it's been a day or two.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories, but you got to work out the nervous bugs and all that, you know.
Oh yeah, man. Gosh. You get up there on the line, that old saying of what can happen will happen, and
we've been experiencing that.
We've been getting that out of the way right now. But
that's part of it.
This part of it. So what? We got a blower belt we blew off, and you said it looked like a heck of a mess back there behind us.
Yeah, I thought that was might have had a bale of hay in the trunk or something that goat's been eating on, but honestly, when I saw it, I was like, man, what in the world is that? And then it hit me. I was like, that's that belt.
Yeah, it twisted the belt off of it. So guys, it shredded the belt. It split it in half and ate the teeth off of it. You guys can see there some of the excess of it. But we didn't have no oil come out. Valve train looks good and all that. So we're gonna get some parts, Dad, and hit it again, man.
You could hear the timing changed on it whenever it happened, because I'm sure that's when it walked out the sensor.
Yeah.
I can't believe it still ran.
Yeah, it still ran for a while. It did. But guys, there y'all go. Alrighty guys, what's going on? If you get around our car, you always smell a little bit of that grape flavor going on, and I love me some grape in my alcohol. So big shout out to Power Plus. They hooked us up with a bunch of Groovy Grape. Not only that, they hooked us up with our top lube as well for our alcohol. So big shout out to Power Plus. Alrighty guys, Houston Kilby here. Big shout out to At Your Convenience On-Site Oil Services. They always help us out a bunch, and we can't thank them enough. They've been on board with us for a couple of years now. Big shout out. At Your Convenience. If you need your oil change done, we'll come right to you, work on your brakes, all that good stuff. Big shout out. At Your Convenience. Alrighty guys, big shout out to Optima Battery. They just came on board with us this year, and we got Optima batteries on our race car, our motor home, our trailer, all that stuff. So big shout out to Optima. We love their batteries. We're using their red top and their yellow top. So Optimum Battery, appreciate y'all. Alrighty guys, we got to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors back here on the back of the car. Mezzer, appreciate them. That's our starter. Foggit, Power Plus, Tons Performance, that's our spark plug wires. Peak Antifreeze, special thanks, Air Cooled Nomads, Mom and Dad, and Team Ironman Outdoors and Nutramax. Appreciate all those guys. So heck yeah, y'all. Alright guys and gals, big shout out to Stiffy's Beard Shop. Right now we're treating my beard right now with this stuff. They've been an awesome sponsor for us. Big shout out to Stiffy's Beard Shop. They've got several stores. Be sure to check them out at the Tri-Cities here in Tennessee, and also at the Bristol Flea Market and the Sevierville Flea Market. So be sure to check out Stiffy's Beard Shop. Jesse, this is never a good sign, man.
We're going to have brand new tires all the way around this thing one day.
One day, we're going to be like, we didn't have a blowout coming in. One day, dude.
Nice. Yeah,
one day. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, ain't that just something?
Well, I'm glad you had to blow out where you had it. He said he had to blow out as soon as he's rolling in the track.
As soon as we're rolling in the track. So let's get this deal popped off here, and let's get her up on blocks.
All right, guys, got to give a big shout out to my good buddy and brother from another mother, old Mr. Jesse. Man, he jumps in there no matter what the job is, no matter how hard, how dirty, whatever it is, he's on it. And I can't thank him enough. Anytime we go somewhere, he's right there with us. And love you, dude. But guys, man, we're coming to a close on this video. And, I just wanted to say we're pumped up. We've been plagued with problems with this thing. This car is making a ton of power, and we're trying to figure out how to manage that power. And we appreciate everybody following along with us and stuff. We should be back out at the track here real soon. And thank y'all so much again, and all of our subscribers, all of our followers, and you guys rock.
All right, guys, that is a wrap. Appreciate everybody, all of our sponsors and partners, and everybody watching, all of our subscribers. All y'all, we have a good time doing this. It takes a lot of people to make this type of stuff happen, get the parts, tires, all of it, and we can't thank everyone enough. So appreciate y'all, and that's a wrap.